Michelle Obama says it was never easy being the wife of a driven politician. The demands of campaigning and politics strained their marriage, she says, and they sought help in couples therapy. Plus, in their first national TV interview together, we also hear from the woman who helped make the first family work.
The Obamas have always given the impression to the world that they are the epitome of a perfect family. But did it all turn out to be a lie? Following the conclusion of the divorce, Obama's daughter has at long last stated her opinion, and the information that she disclosed altered everything. For a number of years, the truth was concealed, but it has finally been revealed. After the doors were closed, what exactly took place? In order to find out, stay tuned. In the course of modern history, there have been very few love stories that have been able to captivate people as much as the one that Barack and Michelle Obama have shared. In the course of their transformation from co-workers to life partners, they have developed an unbreakable bond that has endured the test of time, as well as charm and ambition. The Obamas' love story is an uplifting account of mutual respect, shared values, and unwavering support through their entire relationship, beginning with their first encounter at a law firm and culminating in their grand wedding day. Every single thing started in the summer of 1989. Sidley Austin, a prestigious law firm in Chicago, employed Michelle Robinson, a young and ambitious attorney at the time. As a child, she had been raised in a family that belonged to the working class on the south side of Chicago. She had achieved academic success and went on to attend both Princeton University and Harvard Law School. She was self-assured, self-motivated, and dedicated to making a positive impact in the community in which she lived. An up-and-coming law student by the name of Barack Obama joined the firm as a summer associate during that particular summer. Barack had a singular upbringing, having been born in Hawaii and having spent his childhood in both Indonesia and the United States. As the first black person to ever hold the position of president of the Harvard Law Review, he had already established a name for himself at Harvard Law School. It was Michelle's responsibility to act as a mentor to Barack, and she took this responsibility very seriously. In the beginning, she never considered him anything other than a colleague, and she even resisted his attempts to ask her out on a date. Because she wanted to maintain her professionalism, she was skeptical of romantic relationships in the workplace. Nevertheless, Barack Obama was a dogged individual. He possessed a natural confidence that piqued Michelle's interest. In addition to his charming and intelligent features, he also possessed a strong sense of purpose and a profound enthusiasm for making a difference in the world. With the passage of time, Michelle discovered that she was drawn to his charisma, kindness, and unflinching optimism are essential. It was like something out of a romantic movie when they went on their first official date. Michelle was accompanied by Barack to the Art Institute of Chicago, after which they went for a stroll and made a pit stop at a Baskin-Robbins ice cream shop located in Hyde Park. Michelle later recalled that while they were eating a chocolate ice cream cone together, he was demonstrating to me all of the different aspects of his personality. Not only was he a good listener, but he was also both funny and self-deprecating. That day was the beginning of a relationship that would go on to become profound and significant. As Michelle and Barack spent more time together, she became increasingly aware of the differences between the two of them. His perspective on the world was one of a kind, and he was unwavering in his faith in the transformative potential of change. His tenacity and his capacity to dream big were qualities that she admired in him. On the other hand, Barack was profoundly impressed by Michelle's intelligence, strength, and other qualities. Their dedication to one another increased in tandem with the development of their relationship. Michelle was unfazed by Barack's aspirations to contribute to the public good. She, on the other hand, embraced his vision and worked to support his ambitions. Following a number of years of dating, Barack came to the conclusion that it was time to move on to the next stage. For dinner one evening, Barack and Michelle went to their go-to restaurant in Chicago, which is also their favorite. During the course of the meal, they discussed the concept of getting married. A passionate advocate for the significance of marriage, Michelle, who had frequently made jokes about Barack's reluctance to commit, argued for the importance of marriage. Barack acted as if he was not convinced, but he played along with the drama. Afterward, just as dessert was being served, he took out a ring and proposed to her. Not only was Michelle completely taken aback, but she was also overcome with happiness and immediately responded with a yes. In Chicago, on October 3, 1992, Barack and Michelle Obama tied the knot in a ceremony that was both beautiful and memorable. They were able to exchange their vows at Trinity United Church of Christ, where they were surrounded by family and friends. During the ceremony, Michelle Robinson was escorted down the aisle by her brother, Craig Robinson, and Barack Obama's close friend presided over the ceremony. It was to Stevie Wonder's song, "You and I," that the couple decided to dance their first dance together, thereby laying the groundwork for a lifetime of love and partnership. Not only was their wedding a joyful celebration of their love for one another, but it was also a moment that symbolized their shared journey and their commitment to supporting each other's dreams to the fullest extent possible. In a later statement, Michelle stated that her marriage to Barack was not solely about romantic feelings, but also about long-lasting friendship, shared values, and collaborative efforts. From that point forward, Barack and Michelle Obama worked together to form an unbeatable team. Over the course of their relationship, particularly as Barack pursued a career in politics, their love was put to the test. Michelle was by his side through every difficulty, from his time as an Illinois state senator to his historic election as the first African-American president of the United States in 2008. She was there for him every step of the way. Their relationship remained strong in spite of the pressures that came with living in public. According to a statement made by Michelle, "Barack and I have experienced the full extent of our relationship while we have been in the public eye, but at the end of the day, it has always been just the two of us." Their love story is a demonstration of the strength that can be achieved through partnership, mutual respect, and the conviction that love can truly triumph over all obstacles. There is never an easy way to find a balance between love, career, and the demands of public life. However, both Barack and Michelle Obama found that becoming parents presented their own unique set of difficulties. Let's take a more in-depth look at their journey through the ups and downs of raising a family while being on the watchful eye of the entire world. The Obamas' struggle with Planned Parenthood is never an easy experience, and for Barack and Michelle Obama, it came with its own unique set of heartbreaks, challenges, and victories. A long time before they became the most famous couple in the world, they were just two individuals who were attempting to start a family while juggling the demands of their careers. They did not have an easy time transitioning into parenthood, contrary to what many people may believe, and Michelle Obama has been very open about the emotional challenges she encountered along the way. The first time Michelle Obama discussed her experience of becoming a mother was in her memoir, titled Becoming. Subsequently, she disclosed a difficult experience that occurred during the course of their lives in interviews. When she was in her early 30s, she had a miscarriage, which left her feeling disoriented and isolated. She shared her story with the audience. She went on to explain how the fact that no one discussed miscarriages left her with the impression that she had failed in some way. "I had the feeling that I had failed because I was unaware of the prevalence of miscarriages because we don't talk about them," she revealed. "We wallow in our own suffering, convinced that we are, in some way, compromised." The couple was going through a terrible time at that moment. Barack, who had been her rock throughout her life, did everything in his power to console her. Michelle later admitted that there was nothing that could truly remove the grief that she was experiencing. It was through this experience that she came to the realization that the path to becoming a parent could be extremely fragile and unpredictable. In order to conceive a child after suffering a miscarriage, Michelle and Barack decided to undergo in vitro fertilization. She expressed her willingness to be open and honest about how challenging and physically demanding the process was. Due to the fact that Barack was traveling frequently at the time because of his political ambitions, Michelle was the one who was responsible for administering the majority of the hormone injections. During the time that Barack was in the state legislature, I was required to perform these IVF shots. She recalled that he was supposed to be home by a particular time, but he wasn't, and I expressed my anger about the situation. Their dogged determination paid off in spite of the pressure and difficulties they faced. Michelle Obama was able to conceive a child through the use of in vitro fertilization, IVF, and on July 4, 1998, their first daughter, Malia Ann Obama, was born. On June 10, 2001, they welcomed their second daughter, Natasha, who affectionately went by the name Sasha. The experience of becoming parents was one that brought both Barack and Michelle joy and brought about significant changes in their lives, but it also brought about new challenges. Michelle, in particular, had to navigate the challenges of being a mother while also pursuing her professional obligations. In the end, she decided to take a break from her job in order to concentrate on raising Malia and Sasha while Barack's political career was gaining momentum. It was a challenging time for Michelle during the first few years of her motherhood. At times, she felt as though she was raising her children by herself because Barack was frequently absent due to his work in politics. She has discussed the feelings of resentment and loneliness that she experienced on occasion as a result of her attempts to juggle everything in her life in interviews. She explained that being a parent requires a lot of effort, and that we had to figure out how to divide up the responsibilities. On certain days, I experienced a feeling of complete exhaustion. Nevertheless, Michelle and Barack made it a priority to instill strong values in their daughters, despite the challenges they faced. Despite the fact that Barack's career brought him to the United States, they concentrated on establishing a sense of normalcy, senatorial chambers, and ultimately the presidency. As young children, Malia and Sasha were only 10 and 7 years old when Barack Obama was elected as the 44th President of the United States of America in the year 2008. As soon as they moved into the White House, their lives were completely transformed. Every action they took would be scrutinized by the public and the press, and their lives would never be the same. It was Michelle's mission to make sure that her daughters had a childhood that was as normal as possible. She did this by imposing stringent rules on her daughters regarding their exposure to the media, their bedtime routines, and even their chores. They were required to make their beds. Michelle stated that they were required to complete their assignments. When they lived in the White House, we did not allow them to get away with anything simply because of their residence. Michelle Obama and Barack Obama wanted their daughters to have a grounded upbringing, despite the fact that they had a privileged upbringing. In addition to ensuring that the girls engaged in volunteer work, they also ensured that they maintained a connection to everyday life outside of the political bubble. Upon the Obamas' departure from the White House in 2017, Malia and Sasha were young women who were prepared to forge their own individual paths. Malia pursued her interests in film and writing while attending Harvard University, where she was able to pursue her passions. She went on to have a career in the entertainment industry, where she worked as an intern for major production companies and even contributed to a project that was being developed by Donald Glover. After completing her undergraduate degree at the University of Michigan, Sasha, the younger of the two, went on to pursue her education at the University of Southern California. It has been observed that she is enjoying college life and spending time with friends in Los Angeles, despite the fact that she has followed a more private trajectory than her sister. There is a great deal of pride that their parents have expressed in both of them, with Michelle frequently highlighting the fact that they have developed into young women who are both intelligent and self-sufficient. "We always say that our greatest accomplishment is raising these two girls," Michelle said. "It's the thing that we're most proud of. The fact that they are courageous, generous, and self-assured is all that we have ever desired." Despite the fact that the Obama family has always been in the public eye, the situation is different and more serious this time around, and there are potential consequences that could have an effect on them in the not-too-distant future. Are you interested in finding out what was different this time around? Putting the Obama family in the spotlight. The Obama family has been admired for a long time due to the fact that their bond appears to be strong and unbreakable. It is safe to say that Barack and Michelle Obama have been the quintessential example of a power couple, from the time they spent in the White House to the roles they play in public life today. However, over the past few weeks, there have been increasing rumors that their marriage is experiencing difficulties. Shockwaves have been sent across social media that have been caused by rumors of an imminent divorce. The speculation was fueled by an article that was published on Yahoo that quickly went viral. Now, as the public reacts with disbelief and concern, the Obama family finds itself under a different kind of spotlight, one that may have long-term consequences. This spotlight may help the Obama family deal with the situation. All of this began when Yahoo published an article that led people to believe that Barack and Michelle Obama were experiencing significant difficulties in their marriage. Although it did not confirm that any divorce petitions had been filed, the article did hint at the couple's growing tensions with one another. According to the article, which cited sources that were not named, it was speculated that their post-presidential life had brought about unexpected difficulties in their relationship, due to the fact that Barack was heavily involved in political advocacy and Michelle was concentrating on personal projects, such as her book tours and podcasts. The article gave the impression that their hectic schedules had caused them to develop an emotional distance from one another. It was even speculated by some that the couple had been living their lives apart for a considerable amount of time. After gaining traction, the article was picked up by a number of different media outlets and social media influencers. All of a sudden, the internet was flooded with conversations, debates, and countless theories regarding the current state of the Obamas' marriage. Almost immediately after the news broke, Social media platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with responses from individuals who were either in favor of the idea or opposed to it. At the same time, there were supporters who refused to believe the rumors, arguing that the Obamas had always presented an image of togetherness and power. The pressures of public life may have had an effect on their marriage, according to the speculations of some individuals who believed that even the most stable relationships eventually face difficulties. In no way, both Barack and Michelle are ideal examples of a relationship. For the time being, I will not believe this until they have confirmed it for themselves, tweeted one user. There was also a comment that read, "If the Obamas can't make it, what hope is there for the rest of us?" However, not everyone was shocked by this news. Some people pointed out that Michelle Obama had previously discussed the difficulties that they were experiencing in their marriage. She openly discussed the challenges they faced in her memoir, Becoming. These challenges included their early years in politics, the stress of raising children, and the necessity of therapy to navigate their differences. Michelle has already informed us that marriage is not an easy thing to do. If they are going through something, that is normal. A user on Instagram made the observation that people just love drama. There were also opinions expressed by political analysts and relationship experts regarding the rumors. It has been argued by a number of experts that powerful couples frequently experience significant strain, particularly after leaving high-profile positions which include the presidency. It is possible that couples will have difficulty adjusting to a new dynamic if they are not provided with the structured schedule of the White House, as well as the constant presence of staff and advisors. Some individuals were of the opinion that the rumors were exaggerated and could have been a part of a media agenda to increase controversy. People speculated that these rumors of a divorce might be politically motivated due to the widespread influence that the Obamas have around the world. According to the observation of one analyst, this would not be the first time that the media has targeted a prominent couple with rumors of divorce that have no basis in reality. Regardless of whether or not the rumors are true, there is no denying the impact that they have had on the public image of the Obamas. The pair has established themselves as a brand that embodies tenacity, love, and partnership. Should they decide to go their separate ways, it would not only come as a surprise to their followers, but it would also alter how the general public views their legacy. Even now, everyone is focused on the former first couple. Do you think they will confront the rumors head-on? On the other hand, will they continue to let time speak for itself? Time is the only thing that can tell. Allow me to share with you, for the time being, the unexpected reason that is connected to the divorce. It is something that is so unexpected about Barack Obama that you won't believe it could possibly be true. Affair between former President Barack Obama. In the realm of celebrity gossip, rumors frequently spread like wildfire, and the most recent one to capture the attention of the public is the alleged affair between former President Barack Obama and a woman. Actress Jennifer Aniston and President Barack Obama are pictured together. The cover story that In Touch Weekly published in August 2024 that hinted at a secret connection between Obama and Aniston appears to have been the source of the rumors that have been circulating about the alleged relationship between the two parties. Rather than being founded on any verifiable sources, this assertion originated from speculative conversations that took place on the podcast Who Weekly, which is dedicated to celebrity gossip. The rumor quickly gained traction on social media, with users sharing theories that were not supported by evidence and drawing connections that were never present. As a means of providing support for the claim, certain tabloids made reference to events that were ambiguous and unrelated to the topic at hand. To give one example, some people brought up the fact that Jennifer Aniston had previously expressed admiration for Barack Obama's presidency, but she had twisted her words to imply that she had a more profound personal connection with him. The Obamas' occasional absence from public events was used to fuel narratives of marital trouble, creating a misleading narrative that the alleged affair of the former president might be linked to a potential divorce from Michelle Obama. In the meantime, some people believed that the Obamas were having marital problems. A direct response to the rumors was provided by Jennifer Aniston during her appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live in the month of October 2024. Her response was to laugh off the allegations, stating that they were completely false and highlighting the fact that she had only ever met Barack Obama in a formal setting once. In addition to this, she made it abundantly clear that she was more familiar with Michelle Obama than she was with Barack. Additionally, statements were issued by representatives of Aniston, confirming that there was no personal relationship between her and the former president other than her admiration for his leadership. Even though she gave a resolute response, some gossip outlets pointed out that she did not make a particularly loud statement when she put an end to the speculation. As a result, some people interpreted her words in a way that suggested she was concealing something. The fact of the matter is, however, that she was under no obligation to give excessive responses to baseless rumors in order to prove her point. Despite the fact that Barack Obama did not directly comment on the rumors of an affair, both he and Michelle Obama took to social media to demonstrate that their marriage was still going strong. An additional facet of the controversy was the unsubstantiated assertion that Barack and Michelle Obama were on the verge of divorcing as a result of his alleged affair. A number of right-wing media outlets, conspiracy theorists, and certain tabloid websites eagerly seized upon the narrative, promoting the notion that Michelle had been discreetly distancing herself from her husband. In addition to this scandal, the media is keeping a close eye on the Obama family and has learned that Obama's daughters have moved out of their parents' home and are no longer living with them. What was it that actually occurred that caused them to leave? Malia and Sasha Obama, the daughters of President Barack Obama, have grown up under intense public scrutiny. This is because they are the children of one of the most famous couples in the world, known as the Obamas. On the other hand, as they have grown into adults, they have begun to take actions that allow them to establish their own identities apart from the legacy left by their parents. The move to Los Angeles was not a decision that was made in a dramatic or unexpected manner. In both their personal and professional lives, it was a progression that was completely natural. Malia, the oldest daughter, received her degree from Harvard University in 2021 and has since embarked on a career path within the entertainment industry. Being a screenwriter, she has been working hard to establish a name for herself in the Hollywood industry. Donald Glover was one of the co-creators of the Amazon Prime series Swarm, and she was the one who was involved in the production of the show. Rather than relying on her father's political legacy, she has been able to establish herself as a prominent figure in the industry thanks to her talent and her tireless efforts. Sasha, on the other hand, began her academic career at the University of Michigan, but later transferred to the University of Southern California, where she ultimately completed her degree. In addition, she is currently constructing her life on her own, investigating various career opportunities while simultaneously appreciating the independence that comes with reaching adulthood. It is said that the sisters live together in a flat in Los Angeles, which is a reflection of their close relationship. After spending years growing up in the White House under the watchful eyes of the world, they have made the decision to move to Los Angeles together so that they can support each other while experiencing life on their own terms. Michelle Obama has openly discussed the transition of her daughters, Malia and Sasha, moving out, embracing it as a proud milestone rather than a cause for concern. She and Barack continue to visit them in Los Angeles, maintaining a strong family bond. Despite this, baseless rumors have circulated, suggesting their daughters' move signals a family rift or even a secret separation between Barack and Michelle. Recently, speculation intensified after a viral photo showed Sasha looking solemn, with some falsely linking it to her parents' alleged divorce. The real reason, however, was the heartbreaking loss of her grandmother, Marianne Robinson, who played a crucial role in raising her and Malia. Michelle has spoken about her grief, calling her mother their family's rock, and Sasha's expression likely reflects this profound loss. The Obama family has long been the target of conspiracy theories, including the absurd claim that Michelle is secretly male, a narrative pushed by figures like Alex Jones and Joan Rivers, despite having no basis in reality. Similarly, recent separation rumors are entirely unfounded. The Obamas consistently show public affection, celebrating milestones with heartfelt messages. Barack's Valentine's Day tribute to Michelle and their daughter's birthday messages to him highlight their close-knit bond. Ultimately, the rumors are nothing more than sensationalism. The Obamas remain a united and loving family, continuing their legacy of strength, support, and public service. I'm curious about your thoughts on the rumors that the Obamas are getting divorced. Do you know if there is any truth to them, or do you think it is just another internet theory that has no basis in reality? Please share your thoughts with us.